morning for his entertaining thoughts of the good old days and the words of inspiration. Thank you. We've now come to the time in the program where we take the opportunity to acknowledge each one of our graduates. And I have the honor of presenting our first graduate, who is from our Environmental Services program. Mr. Scott Tissette. He started his he started his house teaching training program on March 17th of this year. His training instructor, Marcia Neal, rated his organizational skills, assignment completion, working independently, peer relations, motivation, dependability, and cooperativeness as excellent. She further stated, he also volunteers to assist his classmates with difficult assignments. Scott's rehabilitation team included Charles Sherman Ewok, Center Case Manager, Elizabeth Bonder, Field Manager from the Bel Air office, Marcia Neal, Instructor, Naima Ferguson, Laura Smith, DPS, Sam Castiglione, Task Evaluator, Art Kleinman, Driving Instructor, Joan Patinella, Occupational Therapist, Leslie Murphy and Nicola Mock, COST, and Megan Glaze Keller, Job Placement Specialist. Congratulations, Scott. Instructor from Automotive Technology, will present his graduates, and he will be followed by David Rock, instructor from Booster.
There we go. Before I present my graduates, this was going to give us one that really impressed me, and I guess it made the whole world. One of my students sits in my class here right now, is an advanced student. And he applied part-time at Burgess up there on Taylor Avenue. He was hired part-time. But the thing that really came to me was he came back this morning and said, you know, you had a student back in 1997. And for me, it's a long time ago. I'm getting up there in age, I kind of forget, don't hear as well. But what really impressed me is this student became a master mechanic. And that really sunk in. And just told me what the school's all about and what my students are all about. So, it actually made my day. It made me really think, you know, how great this center is and what it's done for the students. Not just for me, but for the other teachers and, you know, the students who come here and learn and work. And, it really hits your heart. And, anyway, for the students. My first graduate is Curtis Jones. He's with the Legal Filter Tire Program. He's done a tremendous job, and we're going to get him employed right away. You have to excuse me, it's really getting hard. His case manager is Carolyn Bayo, Megan Glaze, job safety skills. Good old George Henderson, his field counselor. Roseanne Zagorski for EDS, and Melissa James for academics. Mr. Jones, come on up. Jane, academic, and good old George Henderson, field counselor. Come on up, Andy. How y'all doing today?
Okay.
Mr. Board asked the question, what makes people with disabilities successful? I think it's perseverance. The ability to overcome, the ability to succeed and overcome obstacles no matter what. I mean, you know, and I had a lot of obstacles thrown my way, and I got through it. I'm standing on stage, and I can truly say, I got mine. Now it's time for y'all.
My next graduate is very special to me. He really put the button on this one. Before I came to this center, I'll tell you a story. I taught Lincoln Tech for 2.5 years, and I taught this break program to the students down here. And we all know Lincoln Tech is one of the top schools in the country. Maybe they are, but we do a lot of hands-on here. This gentleman, he actually obtained a perfect score on a brakes Rehabilitation. I've never had this since I've been teaching automotive. His name is Jonathan Gallagher. Come on up.
Well, it was very exciting here, and made a lot of friends, and life is a roller coaster ride. See y'all later.
John's academic instructor was Melissa Jane, Gene Preston for job seeking skills, Carol Bayless, case manager, Betsy Sims, supervisor accounting, and Lisa Bond for his field counselor. I really thank you. Good morning to all. I want to first congratulate the graduates today in their accomplishment of making this part of their life. It's a unique opportunity we have here at the center. Every month we have graduation. Every month we have new folks come in, and our graduates come up and receive their certificates. I've got 2 graduates this month. They've worked hard. They've accomplished a lot. Eunice Rowe started in February of this year. Her evaluator, Trina Robinson, case manager, Jim Isaac, field counselor for Columbia, Stephen Downs, Patty Reichert in academics, and Jean Preston in job placement. Eunice has excelled in becoming her own self. She came in a very shy, timid young lady, and she has blossomed into a hard-working individual. She's accomplished a lot while she's been here, and she will be missed by the crew of Patty Hicks and her fellow students, I know. I wish her all the best, and she's presently working with Jean Preston in job placement, and I know she will secure an opportunity and be successful in her future endeavors. Eunice. He's become very successful in the kitchen operation. He's gained great experience in customer service skills and knowledge in all aspects of food service. And I know Richard also will have success as he leaves the center and finds employment. We'll miss Richard also. He's become a dependable part of the food service operation here at the center. Richard?
Being there for me all the time, and for that, being there, teaching me food service, and goodbye.
Good morning.
In case you were wondering what this podium here was for, now you know. I would like to express my congratulations to all the graduates here today. I have the pleasure of presenting the graduates from our Office Technology Customer Service Program and our Office Technology Administrative Professional Program. The first graduate is Tony Banks.
Woo! Tony!
In case you were wondering why his name is listed twice on the brochure, it was because he has completed the Office Technology Customer Service and the Office Technology Administrative Professional Program. He has made many accomplishments. He started off with a 2-week basic computer skills training class, then the 4-week customer service class, and finally the administrative professional program. In addition, he participated in a 1-day training in Microsoft Outlook. Mr. Banks displayed excellent class participation and cooperativeness. His assignment completion, theory comprehension, and ability to work independently were good. When Mr. Banks began training, he did not know how to type and had to learn keyboarding. In the end, he developed a typing speed of 30 words per minute. Mr. Banks is currently participating in a Quest internship here at the center in the Office Technology Training Program, the Computer Aided Drafting and Design Program, and also giving a little bit of help to academic department. He will also continue to work with the Employment Services Department in obtaining paid employment. Mr. Banks has expressed his long-term goal of owning his own business, but at this point he would like to gain an administrative position. His team members have included Milton Bell, the field counselor from the Park Avenue office, Louise Hargrove and Roseanne Sikorsky, myself as case manager, his evaluator was Neil Olson, employment specialist Megan Blaze and Diane Chavez, and in addition, other individuals working with Mr. Banks included Therese Park, Kathy Reff, Caroline Bale, Olive Fitzgerald, and Joe Catnell. Let's give a round of applause for Mr.
Good morning.
First of all, I would like to thank God for giving me the strength, patience, and
Woo!
to make this accomplishment today. I also would like to thank Mr. Milton Bell, Ms. Abby Lazarus, Mr. Fitzgerald, Ms. Hargrove, Ms. Zagorski, and Ms. Preston. Also would like to thank Ms. Parr for the kind words that she shared. I love her energy and her drive. I would like to thank
special thanks to Ms. Sims, Ms. Hargrove, and Ms. Bella for selecting me for the internship position here at WTC. Also would like to thank Ms. Jacqueline Woodfield for being an inspiration and understanding me at my worst time. Thank you all.
Our next graduate is Christina Thomas. Christina has completed the Office Technology Administrative Professional Program. She completed all the program requirements and also completed the one-day training in Microsoft Outlook. She had excellent attendance and was always dressed in a professional manner. She displayed good theory comprehension and word quantity and speed. Ms. Thompson was able to develop her typing speed to 32 words per minute. At this point, Ms. Thompson will be working with employment services for obtaining employment. She is interested in a position as administrative assistant and future goal of working for Dell. Her rehabilitation team consisted of Gerald Tish, field counsel from the Bel Air office, instructor Elise Hargrove, myself as case manager, evaluator Latrina Robinson, employment specialist Jean Preston and Donna Chavez. Other staff working with Ms. Topper were Kathy Resch, Richard Fellon, Diane Ferguson, Laura Smith, and Joe Patnell. Please welcome Christina Topper. You realize this is a stupid idea to give you a microphone. Anyway, what say so? The time I was here, thought of everything. Like here in the Office Technology program. I think Tony would say that too. I thought I knew everything, but I found out I got lots to learn. And actually here I've learned a lot of it. That's why I'd like to thank the whole WTC for teaching me. And I realize also the time moves forward. We've got to move with it. And that's what I plan to do. Move forward into the future, keep my eyes on the future. Keep my eyes on what I want. Take the steps I need to take to get there, no matter what it takes. Because I've got a dream, I know everybody does. And I want to make that dream happen. And nobody's going to make me get that dream off. One thing, my aunt, being supportive of me, my uncle too. You both pushed me to work as hard as I could. I would have made it here with you guys. I want to thank my instructor. You were tough, but you pushed me. That's what I needed was a good push. Oh no, Christina, move forward. It's a good thing. I also like to thank a lot of my friends. They kept me in check, which I definitely do need. What can I say? But one thing I can say is that when I was here, first day I got here, I thought, well, this is going to be easier, this is going to be hard. I got the easy part of it, and then I got the hard part of it. So I didn't need. Basically, when I went through EBS, I got the easy part. I went through administrative technology. I realized it's not going to be as easy as I thought. But I kept going with it. So I'd like to thank you guys again. All of you have been good friends, and all of you have been good people. And I know you want to reach your dreams, and I wish you all the best success in your life. And when you stand here, I hope you make the best of the time you have here. Thank you. Our next graduate is from our Office Technology Customer Service Training Program, Timothy Ferguson. Mr. Ferguson completed the 2-week basic computer skills training class and our 4-week customer service program. He had excellent attendance, was enthusiastic, and always willing to participate in class. He demonstrated excellent typing speed of 64 4 words for mental.
Whoa.
Mr. Ferguson will be working with Employment Services as he looks for a position in the customer service field. His rehabilitation team consisted of C.T. Miller, field counselor from the Entrepreneurial Office. Instructors were Elise Hargrove and Roseanne Sikorsky, myself as case manager. Cast evaluator was Curtis Mueller, employment specialist Megan Blaze, and Dodge Smith, and other instructors and staff members were Therese Park, Kathy Retch, Caroline Bale, Naima Ferguson, Laura Smith, and Dr. Levinsky. Please give a round of applause to Mr. Ferguson.
Back when I was in the COS, it wasn't all that easy for me at first, but I already got used to it. When I'm in customer service, I thought it would be kind of easy for me, but still not so easy. However, I made a lot of things I remember. How do I treat my customers in a real good way? I know how I use the computers on typing. I used computer when I was young, and I used it for about years. It's only my typing speed to be improved. Thanks so much, everyone.
Our last graduate is also from the Office Technology Customer Service Training Program, Veronica Robinson. Ms. Robinson successfully completed also the 2-week basic computer skills training, 4-week customer service training program. She displayed excellent motivation, class participation, theory comprehension, dependability, cooperativeness, and a professional presentation. In keyboarding, she was able to demonstrate a typing speed of 42 words per minute. At this point, she will be looking for a job in the customer service field. Her rehabilitation team consisted of Bruce Matheson, field counselor from the Gaslight Square office, Elise Hargrove and Roseanne Sikorsky instructors, myself, case manager, cast evaluator Sam Constiglione, employment specialist Megan Blaze, and Donna Chavez, and other staff were Therese Park, Kathy Retch, and Caroline Bale. Ms. Robinson could not be with us today, but let's give her a round of applause. I want to again thank Mr. Willis for joining us today. And before each of our graduates leaves the stage, the Franks WTP will give them a pen so they can sign their first paycheck and a calendar to keep track of all their work appointments. Thank you all for attending our graduation